Alright, let's get going with this video here, and what we want to start off with is one of the basic character builds that you could do, and I've gotten tons of messages on how to build one, and after we get done with this one, I'm going to post up a couple of other videos that's going to revisit other characters. The reason why is that there's a lot of confusion out there of how they are actually configured, why they work. So that's the reason why we're going to do that. But tonight, we're going to start off with a Zealer. Got Zeal? I hope so, because this one right here, I like. He's not the most elite of the elite of the elite like I had on 2 seasons ago, but he is a badass Zealer, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Stay tuned. Alright, everybody out there in the craftchest nation, this right here is going to be both one of the exciting builds that you could do for a tank, one of the basic builds of Diablo 2, and I have a special guest, which is Hardcore Kennedy, one of the first peoples that I ever met here on G2, and he said that he, might hang out, might talk a little bit or whatever, but let's get going with this. And as I stated in the beginning of the video, I might actually revisit some of the other characters that we've already visited and explain a little bit more in detail on why they work, how they work, and why you want to build it in a certain way. And once again, it's just my opinion, so let's get going. Now, this guy right here, I will let you know, is only level 85. He has tons of room to grow, but the synergies are basically the same. Now, I start off with, as soon as I can, getting a point in Holy Shield, and you want to eventually max Holy Shield to get going with this guy. Now, you don't have to do that first, and none of these have to be first, but I'm going to give you the basics on what you need to do to build a Zealer. The other one is Zeal itself. Both of these are under combat skills, so you got Holy Shield, you have Zeal, and under offensive auras, the main one down here is Fanaticism. That one right there, you definitely want to max, because what that does for you is it increases the damage, attack speed, and the attack rating for you and your party. Alright? Now let's go back down here and look at Zeal. Zeal allows you to attack multiple adjacent enemies with a single attack. Basically what that means is, one click, about 5 different enemies can get hit simultaneously with the same damage, because this right here, it gives you an attack bonus of 200%, and the damage to them is 120%. 120, and it gives you up to 5 hits, just like I stated. Now, under defensive auras, you want to max Defiance. The reason being is that is a synergy of Holy Shield. All right. Let's see. He wants to check out what my YouTube name is. I'm going to pause right here and tell him right quick. Haven't seen this guy in forever. Alright, so that's what you want to do. And it's as simple as that. On defensive auras, you got Defiance. On offensive auras, and in defensive auras, you want to put 1 point in Salvation. That right there, you don't have to. I always do. The reason being is when it's active, the aura decreases fire, cold, and lightning damage done to you and your party. That could be good in a couple of situations, and you can put it on your quick click down here on the right. And so that's what you do on defensive. On offensive, like I stated, 1 in might, blessed aim, concentration, down to Fanaticism, and that one right there is going to increase your damage, your attack speed, your attack rating. Combat skills, let's see, Sacrifice, we got 2 points in. The reason being is that it gets bonuses from Zeal, and Zeal gets bonuses from it. Remember your synergies. That's most important of anything that you do with any character build. So you want to max Zeal, Holy Shield, and whenever you level up even more, start maxing your Sacrifice, because that's going to increase your Zeal damage. Alright? And that's it. That's the basic Zealer. Now, on the actual stat points, We have strength, just enough to wear the gear. Dexterity, I did increase the dexterity a little bit to get a, where's it at? 75% chance to block. And strength and dexterity kind of work hand in hand with that. And the rest of it in vitality. 0 goes in mana or energy. Alright? Now, what is this gear set that I speak of? Well, for me, and this one I found right outside the gates here of the Rogue encampment one day, was a vamp gaze. And this is what you want to use on this particular build. This one happens to be a 8/8/20. And what that is on a vamp gaze, 8 mana stolen per hit. 8 life stolen per hit. What did I say? Did I say mana? Yeah, mana, life, and then the damage reduced by 20. So a 8/8/20 on this particular helm is considered perfect. Alright, the rest of the stats are the same. And damage reduced by 10 is also important. On the armor, we have shaft stop. This one happens to be upped. This is an upped shaft stop. If you don't know how to up it, go to blizzard.com, go to the items, go to Herodic Cube recipes, and find out there. This one has 220 enhanced defense, 250 against defense on missiles, 60 to life, and 30 damage reduce. Alright? Remember, on a Zealer, damage reduce, and a lot of life points, and whatever else you want to add as damage is key. This one right here is 30 reduced on damage. On the belt, we got Dungos or Verdungo's Hardicord Mithril Coil. 142 defense. This one happens to be a 39, and that is vitality. The rest of them are basic stat points. 10% fast to hit recovery, 116 enhanced defense. That can change. This one's actually kind of low. Replenish life plus 11. 109 maximum stamina. Damage reduced by 14. Once again, damage reduced. Remember that on this particular character. On the amulet, we have Angelics. And the reason why we're using Angelics is that you get bonuses if you use Angelic. And if I were to use a third Angelic, it would get even better. This one right now, with wearing 2 Angelic pieces, actually does 20% damage taken, goes to mana. The main one on this was 75 to life, 10 to dexterity. And let's go right down here to the ring. It gives me 1020 to attack rating based on character level. So this is going to get even better the more that I level. And the plus 10 to dexterity, which the amulet already did. Alright everybody, so far so good. And this build is going to go even further into detail as far as the gear sets and the rest of the stat points. And we're going to revisit a lot of the other characters and come up with some new characters as well. We might even have to have another viewer's choice for the Craft Chest Nation. So stay tuned for part 2 of the Zealer build. See you there.